Hello there, my name is Mary. I'd like to welcome you back to my channel, Motivate, where I hope that the personal experiences that I share with you motivate you to do things differently today, tomorrow, or better yet, right now. So, in today's video, I am going to continue the subject from the previous video, and the previous video titled, What do you want? Everything you desire already exists. I hope that you watched that video and you understand what I mean, but if not, I'll recap really quick. So what I shared basically is that whatever you desire, it does not have to be made. It does not have to be created. It's already in existence of the 3D reality. The houses, the cars, the significant others, the lover in your bed, the money in your bank account, the amazing job with amazing benefits, whatever it is that you desire, the babies, the family, whatever it is that you desire is already in existence. And our job, your job, my job is to line up with it, to sync with it. Therefore, it can be manifested in a 3D reality, 3D reality, or this life that we are living in using our 5 senses of sight, taste, hearing, touch, and smell. Therefore, that's what we want to see in our 3D reality. But you also got to realize that there are other senses that are beyond the 5 senses, and how we tap into those senses are using meditation, because meditation, once you quiet your mind, you tap into that 6th sense, that universal intelligence, universal power, source intelligence, God power. And when I mean God, I don't mean a man sitting upstairs. I no longer believe in that. I believe that we are all interconnected one way or another, because the world keeps spinning and spinning and continuing, and we are all in this together. So, how do you line up with whatever it is that you desire, you want, and or you need? First thing, and I'm sharing this from my personal experience, you just gotta have this soft belief that, and knowledge or awareness that, wow, it does exist. What I need exists. There are 7.8 billion people, or 8 billion plus. There's one person in there that's for me. And while I say that, there is that one person in there that's specifically made for me, and I have lined up with him, and I love it. So get your her, get your him, get your them, get your they, because they all do exist. The mansion that you want, the house that you want, the cute little cabin that you want, it's already in existence. So how do you line up with all these things? Having that soft belief that it does exist, having the awareness that there's a source beyond yourself that has the ability to use senses beyond our imagination to bring this into fruition. And for me, the way I have lined up with some of the things that I have desired, it is genuinely through meditation. And it's not just through meditation, but meditation is a key thing, because during meditation, especially when it's one of those meditation that feels so good, you're so deep, You feel numb, you're detached from the world and from the 3D reality, and you feel super connected to source. Oh, how much I love when my meditations are like that. But don't forget, there is no right or wrong way to meditate. But back to what I was saying. For me, during meditation, I get these inclinations or gut feeling of what I should do next. And as I have learned from Abraham Hicks, excuse me, Esther Hicks, that is called following the next step or following your internal GPS. And it's never a loud voice. It's never even audible. It's this gut feeling, a feeling within your heart that you just know it is guiding you towards there. And you've got to take that inspired action, especially if it comes during when you are in a very meditative state. You are very sleepy, drowsy, and you're not so much worried, anxious, or stressing about life. When you feel like, maybe I should do this, don't take that lightly. That's called inspired action. And in my own life, I have had that many times. As I have shared in a previous video, I may have shared it or not, but it's going to come to where I share this in the longer version story, especially when it came to when I was in the process of becoming a surrogate. That completely followed inspired action because never in a million years did I think I'd go online and respond to an ad that says looking for a surrogate. But that seed was so much within my heart. One of my close friends and I, the previous 2 weeks, we had talked about it, and guess what? She and I were like, we are too old to become surrogates anyway, but if we could, this is a great avenue of making money. But that lingered on my mind, not so much because of making money, but something stuck with me about that to where it kept replaying in my mind. And oddly enough, even though I've seen adverts for surrogates and surrogacy and egg donation and all that, this specific day, back 2 years ago, I just responded to an email, and the person looking for a surrogate responded back, and literally within a little like 2 months, I had conceived a surrogate baby. While you may know this sometimes takes people years, but because it was an inspired action for me, never did I think that I it was going to be a hard process. I just knew without a shadow of a doubt, of course this is going to work. I didn't even have a second thought about it. Therefore, that's part of that internal GPS, that inspired action that leads to very, very positive outcomes, not only for yourself, but for people involved within your life. So again, I'll recap quickly because it sounds complicated, but it's really not at all. Simple as that. Have a, a soft belief that it's going to happen. It's possible. It can happen. Then apply for that job. Go look at that car. Make that offer. And sometimes it does not even have to be within the parameters set by the other party. You set your parameters and you go out on faith or a limp or a gut feeling and say, hey, this is what I would like. Another example, at one point I had a job and the guy, the owner of the business had said, oh, I usually pay $10 to $12 for this. But I told him, well, I could do it, but I'll work for $20 an hour, not 10 or 12. And he was like, oh, okay, I'll give you $20 an hour, with no questions, nothing asked, no further explanations. It was as simple as that, because I was convinced that for this job, this is what I deserve. So again, how do you line up with it? Believe it's possible. Follow that gut feeling that speaks to you. But remember, the universe, God, source, that gut feeling does not bother you. It does not keep pushing and nagging. It will come very soft, very gentle, and if you don't act on it, it might disappear. So act on it sooner than later and follow that trail of acting upon it, and before you know it, you'll have results very, very quickly. And that's as simple as that. I will find a way to go more in detail in each of those. How do you have faith? How do you believe? How do you follow inspired action? Even though I feel like I've quite shared it, I know that some of you, some of us like it more in depth, and I will work on going further in depth. But trust me, from my own personal experience, without having a coach, without having a life coach, a manifesting coach, or anything extra, just me, myself, and I, oh wow, I have been able to manifest so much excitement, so many things, so many situations, so many circumstances. And another thing, oh my God, look at my video that I will link down below. Visualization works. Visualization works. And the best time to visualize is when you're in a meditative or drowsy state. And if you have a difficult time visualizing, I learned this trick the other day, that you just create a big projector screen in your mind and pretend you're watching yourself doing the thing that you desire or having the thing that you desire. And you can actually even manifest for other people by using that same visualization and seeing the person you are hoping that gets the positive results, seeing them having that outcome on a movie screen in your mind, on a projector, and just watch them going through whatever it is they're going through, and then having an answer to you that, oh, this happened. And trust me, I have also done that for family members, and then they call me like, oh, Mary, the XYZ happened. And right now I cannot quickly think of a specific story, but I will share one very soon. And if you have any questions, please ask in the comment section down below. If you like anything I have said and I've shared, it would be so much to get a thumbs up. And even more than that, I'd greatly appreciate your love and support by clicking that subscribe button, because I believe the things that I share will encourage you and motivate you and keep opening your eyes that in the world of infinite possibilities, all things are possible. In the world of infinite possibilities, all things are possible. Okay, this is where I sign out. Say peace, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Peace.